Hello and welcome to the 11th tutorial in the HTML Basics tutorial series, and in this tutorial we're going to look at forms and the text input element as part of forms. Text input, for example, you've probably seen if you've gone on a website that has a sign-in page and it says username, that's probably a text input. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up the code. I'm going to use the code from tutorial 1. If you don't have it, there'll be a link in the description to the source code, and as usual there'll be a link in the description to the source code produced from this tutorial. You might notice I'm using a different text editor to earlier tutorials if you've been following. Main reason is I was watching some of the older tutorials and I just thought that the text editor that I was using before didn't come out very clear in videos compared to this one. So hopefully this should be a lot better, or at least a little bit better. And to create a form, didn't select the right thing. To create a form, you just need to do a form tag. I'm going to close off the form tag as well. And then inside we're just going to put first name. This part isn't actually necessary, but you usually do have some sort of writing to indicate what that certain element is. And then we're going to put input type equals, inside we're going to put text, because it's just generally going to take text, and put name equals first name, and / close it. This part here, the name, can be whatever you want. The name is just something that you'll use to identify this input. It's not within the scope of this tutorial, but I'll let you know. Because if you click, I don't know, sign in or register or whatever, using the name, you'll get the data from this text box, which will allow you to validate it and maybe commit it to a database. So this should run now. So let's just have a look. There we go. We've got a text input and we can just type in some text. And if we just right click inspect elements, you can see it there. So we got a form, and then we've got the text input inside it. Obviously general text input on a lot of websites doesn't look quite like this. It looks a lot more slick, and that's just because they've used CSS to style it, which you can do, but again, that's not within the scope of this tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to message us. In the next tutorial we'll be looking at password input. Thanks for watching.